Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer? Beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky?
Careful around the Steel Watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but those bolted bastards will rip off the whole damn arm.
What's the point in paying the guild for protection when they've pulled back all their crews? There's a bloody army coming!
Don't mind the lady's court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
Bare hands.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
Let's talk price. See anything of yours?
If it's Uktar you're after, he's in with the Guildmaster. Not even Nine Fingers Keen can escape the great balancing of guild books.
You can get near anywhere in the city from here without seeing daylight. Once you don't mind the tangy smell of sewer.
You won't find much fun here today. Guildmasters batten down the hatches till the Stone Lord problem's dealt with.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar. I could smell the good taste on you the moment you walked over here. Maybe I'll even throw in that saucy wink for free.
Don't let the quiet fool you. Zent contacts say the sewers down here are livelier than ever.
Did you hear the Harpers were half wiped out? We should be sticking the last of their bleeding hearts instead of guarding this place.
The mood I am in, boy. I urge you to try.
Eh? No disrespect meant, Mom.
See anything you like? Let's talk price.
We're all on the same side, friend. Nine Fingers invited us herself.
The Guildmaster hired you, yes.
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Let's just say the previous owners no longer have a use for them. Got me? See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
When I was a lad, I made merry with a beautiful lass from the plains.
Oh, gods, he's at it again.
Oi! What we told you about bloody singing?
Spoiled sport.
Here's the 9 fingers. Good luck.
Who let you through? That's Grunt. Bloody idiot.
If I were you, I'd turn around and walk right out of this alley. Now! Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometimes stuff we sell comes back around to us again. So watch yourself. Got me?
Someone's vintage Moonshae Zinfandel collection. But it looks like a lot of the bottles have gone missing.
What, Lady AQ still playing that game? I don't have one ready.
Knife. A hot one, I think.
The Stone Lord plans to rob the counting house, and 9 fingers means to trap him there.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do?
Sees their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord. You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kelemvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
This is the one who saved my life. So really, she owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsc of Rashemaar.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times, and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city? Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsc who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. Stone Lord.
Lies.
It should. My people speak it in the same breath as Saravok and Demagogon. But he's just another upstart. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush. Tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
There's little point in pressing Nine Fingers further. She means what she says. But we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsc. Someone else in her guild hall will. We need to be swift. I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. Guildhall is awash with ale-scented gossip at the best of times. These days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about. Ask it.
Careful around the Steel Watch. The old guard gave thieves a slap on the wrist, but those bolted bastards will rip off the whole damn arm.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
See anything you like? Let's talk price. See anything of yours?
Your eyes are going to want to wander all over this gold. It's only natural. Just make sure it stops at your eyes, aye?
Right. Which crew are you with? Bellbreakers? The Children of Hor?
The names ring familiar. Two of the many crews that make up the Guild. A loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise in the city's underworld.
In between scores, then? Oh, there's no shame in that. This Stone Lord business has even the bigger crews shutting up shop for a while. Fair warning, the Guildmaster wants no fraternizing with the Zentarim. They're here to work, not share war stories. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. You won't. The Black Network is working for us. The Guild is hardly a soft target, but we're not set up for the turf war the Stone Lord set on fighting. He came out of nowhere and ate up half our turf in a 10-day. So if you're speaking to the Guildmaster, maybe step soft around the topic.
See? 9 Fingers is a master of strategic. She's clever, Foz. Won't fight the Stone Lord out in the open, but she's got a spot picked out, see?
I don't care about Stone Lord Tut. Don't care about some ambush. I asked, do you eat my last pickled ooze? Huh? Bugger off! I'm talking to my friend about an ooze.
Now. He who keeps his manners keeps his teeth. Besides, you are only pretending to be as wine-soaked as your friend here.
How can you tell?
I've been to fouler festivals than this, and you have the stage presence of Volothamp Gedarm. Now, you were speaking to my friend. Politely.
Huh? Back to sleep. Look, Tut here is an old friend of Nine Fingers. Saved her as a kid or some such, I don't know. But if I don't keep him busy like she asked, he's likely to run off and try take on the Stone Lord himself. So Tut's gonna tell you what he knows about the Stone Lord. You're gonna leave us to our merry old time, and you're not gonna put my name near any of this. Yes? Tut! Stone Lord.
Stone Lord, aye. Bastard's going after the accounting house, but he doesn't know that there's just another guild operation, huh? Nine Fingers is gonna catch him with his claws in her coffers. I pity the bastard.
The counting house? But what the hell could Minsc want there?
Happy? Now, away with you. We want drink in peace.
Yeah.
The counting house. More bastion than bank, I'm afraid. Minsc must have a way in. But he's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly. I have no reason to doubt the Guildmaster's information. Only her conclusions. The Stone Lord she described sounds nothing like Minsc. As for the name, well, a bad joke perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsc, a human, passed those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger.
You recall the urban myth that trickled through the lower city fest halls some years back. A hero who had been turned into a statue, returning to life in the city's hour of need.
Yeah, for Minsc it is downright subtle. He shrugged at the whole affair. I still don't know how he came to be petrified. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city, sometimes for years at a time. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face. I did. On occasion, I even found myself critiquing the stonework. Surely his head was not so large as this. I cannot call myself a particularly good friend. But I am his friend. And I cannot let Nine Fingers have him.
money isn't a crime. Don't worry about the smell, citizen. Probably just the drains. Nothing to concern yourself with.
You can smell that, right? Bloody rotten it is. What about the smell? It stinks something rotten.
Probably just a dead cat. Maybe a few dead cats.
Behold, this tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shontia wishes me to save it. I can feel it. Shontia, bless these roots.
When I came back,
How about I buy the fireworks? Fireworks never hurt anyone. That's just what grown-ups say to make us not want to play with them.
What about a Lanthony's candle? Would you throw one of them?
Good day, citizen. Please notify the Steel Watch if you witness.
If I go by, it's fireworks.
Probably just a dead cat. Maybe a few dead cats.
The latest news is
How's a dead cat making a stink like that?
Baldur's Mouth Gazette.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know.
My fiance. Have you got anything I can use to bring him back?
Here's a tip. Latest Baldur's Mouth edition. Oh, dynamite. That lord. Connor, never mind just an inch.
Warning. The property of the individual known as Old Garlow has been deemed unsafe for habitation under City Bylaw 42A. Do not enter.
Move along, nothing to see here. At least by day, thank the gods.
Just smell he's going down to
Wouldn't have
special
to come down here
deposits.
if they hadn't shut the Heathside branch.
All right, calm down.
Welcome to the counting house. I'm head clerk Mead, honey. How may the Fellowship of Financiers serve you?
You seem a little nervous, Sir Meat Honey. Had some difficult customers today? One in particular calling himself the Stone Lord, perhaps.
The who? The what? All right, fine. The head banker may have just taken a customer by that name down to the vaults. Rather large, rather heavily armed, which is against regulations. But I'm sure the head banker knows what he is doing.
I assure you, he does not. You are right to be nervous. But let us pass, and all will be well.
Well, who is this Stone Lord to you? That would be most unusual. But then, so is our visitor.
That he is. But don't worry. We can handle him.
Very well. Show the guards this temporary vault pass, and should my superior ask, keep my name out of it.
Striking up there, lazy gits.
What do you mean?
Wish I could go on strike. You have the natural elegance of a dancer.
Oh, please.
In men's regrets, keeping me waiting like this would be a capital offense.
Things like this almost make me miss the merchant's trade.
Will your shift be over soon? Meadowbeard's in a mood just now. Someone who wants to take you for a drink. The big bald fellow who was at school.
You've been caught lurking around the Sword Coast's most secure bank without permission. The guards are understandably upset. You are permitted to pass with your legs intact. This time.
What's wrong with you now?
Shoulder.
What makes you say
Meadowbeard kept checking this.
Account holders only from here. Vault pass? Right. Descend and know. Upon entering the vaults, you forego the protection of city and church law alike. Which is to say, keep to your own vault and you'll be fine.
What now?
Are you
I am.
If
you're looking where I'm looking. Striking up it.
So, I told him. I'm not that kind of drow.
And what did he say?
He said, and I'm not kidding. What's stopping you? during weather. Are you crazy?
That's what they tell me. But
All
we'll
right,
save it for later.
what now?
Shoulder. Glitterbeard kept checking this one chest in the vault over and over. Then he dropped the door on me. Must have seen.
Maybe he did.
Headbanger Glitterbeard almost got my name right today.
Never mind, Glitterbeard.
I'm really strong.
It's me who is good books you want to be in.
Me over soon.
Glitterbeard might shake hands and smile, but it's me Bunny who's going to sign you to the graveyard ship.
Someone who wants to take you for a drink.
Balance the book and move on like always. Nothing more valuable.
Mind your manners down here, sir. Titles don't mean much once you're in the vault.
Just need to see your vault pass, please. Looks in order. Blessed day to you.
What's that?
Yes?
Please refrain from entering until a staff member has opened the way for you. Please wait here. A staff member will retrieve your items.
What a day. Quietly.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
For current door codes, please refer to the head banker's office. Highest security clearance only.
for a dull moment.
For current door codes, please refer to the head banker's office. Highest security clearance only.
If it has, I doubt the guards get to stick around to tell about it.
You've been caught lurking around the Sword Coast's most secure bank without permission. The guards are understandably upset. You are permitted to pass with your legs intact. This time.
Someone who wants to take you for a drink.
If you don't mind, sir, I do believe you have your pass, and I have other customers. The vaults are just downstairs.
Keep a blade close.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Invisibility. Watch your back. Time for discretion. That's curious. Pleasure.
I'm not. I'm just keeping an eye on Glitterbeard's office. Opening Glitterbeard's office. Well, why not? Word is he has good.
hardly a challenge.
You've been caught lurking around the Sword Coast's most secure bank without permission. The guards are understandably upset. You are permitted to pass with your legs intact. This time.
What are they pulling their money for?
Yeah, I heard. Word is the Gondian holders down tools and gone walkabouts.
Sharva's black bones.
Let's move.
Alarm. Anything to pass the bloody time.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Something up with it.
I'm just keeping an eye on Bitterbeard's office.
Client, maybe?
That's curious.
Shoulder. Glitterbeard kept checking this one chest in the vault over and over. Then he dropped the door on me. Mustn't have seen it.
Or maybe he did.
I'm really strong. That ogre is stronger.
Careful, I might. Oh, I have the magic touch. Someone's left a trap out for us. A crooked touch. Very quiet.
Looking ahead.
It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. That little mouthful will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories. Tall tales and big names, lad. Don't let them fool you. Elminster the Archmage, Drist the Drow Exile. Heroes have power, aye, but not half so much as we do. A little coin into the right purse. A soft word in the right ear. It's not glory that spins these plains, lad. It's gold. See? Now. Morrigan's cracked clay.
There is no gold in here! If there is one thing Minsc hates more than beasts with bad breath... it is those who are tricksome with the truth. And turnips. But you are no turnip. Let that be of comfort in your final moments.
Meet Minsc. He still seems very much himself to me.
That's the Minsc Jaheir has been searching for.
Good gods.
You will listen to me. Enough play, Stone Lord. What in the howling hells? Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's faithful show you how it is done. Now come, Stone Lord. We have the gold, and the Absolute has need of it elsewhere.
As you say, Jaira.
Slarning shape-changers! Enough! Let us deal with these cultists, then find out where they are nesting.
I'll do it my way. Quickly. Just like old times.
On my way.
A better position.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Bring me into battle.
Rook to Queen 6.
Need to find a way forward.
Enough circling.
Incommodum!
first time the vault's been breached the entire time I've worked here. Just breathe. Breathe.
Hells, if I'd have known there was that much coin back here, I'd have robbed the place myself. Still catching my breath.
Still needs a cracked skull. Less drama working in the bloody festival.
So Minsc has turned to the absolute.
She wasn't even scratched.
Trust no one. Just like old times. Let's go.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
My prayers weren't much of bloody use.
Minsc puts on quite a show of brawn, even if there's no brain worth mentioning. I mean, I hate to judge the proverbial book, but that oaf may be all cover and no pages.
This ought to be good.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I grow tired of these false faces. Every corner we turn, another. And now it is my face they use to turn Minsc against us. I am sorry, but I am just tired. It is some defect of the mind, I think. To stubbornly insist you are following the light, even as you blunder through the darkness. Or perhaps the defect is mine. When I left Minsc to this fate, I believed I had no choice. I believe it still. We were ignorant of our enemy, unarmed against the cult. I made the right decision, but I do not like how easily I made it. Minsc would have never left me behind, no matter what happened. That is his problem entire. The past century left Minsc unchanged. And so he believes the world has never changed, that I have not. You saw the fool, hanging on the doppelganger's every word for no other reason than it wears my face. You focus on the goal, while I slobber on about things I cannot change. Irritating. Come then. We need a lead, and bullying this banker ought to make me feel better.
used
jobs.
to tell me about Minsc or Rashemaar. Now I've got to...
Really? Now?
Hells! If I'd have known there was that much coin back here, I'd have robbed the place myself.
Let's have a rummage.
I'll be picking mimic teeth out of my clothes for a 10-day.
Still needs a cracked skull. Best drama working in a bloody festol.
No one stopped me yet. Guards by yourself. Is yours a...
Prayers weren't much bloody use.
I've got a long road ahead.
That old elf took 2 guards by herself. She wasn't even scratched.
So Minsc has turned to the Absolute. Maybe there's something to this cult. My prayers weren't much bloody use.
Don't touch me.
Breathe.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And switch bloody jobs.
If I'd have known there was that much coin back here, I'd have robbed the place myself.
Yes? Of course. You're no true Baldurian unless you've sloshed around in the slurry, after all. The Undercity is perilous. But I recall Minsc making a home down there in the old days. To plant his boot on the very bosom of evil. Or some such. I'll mark an entrance, I know. From there, we shall just have to follow our noses.
Striking, I bet. Lazy gits. Wish I could go on striking.
Louder than foxes and all through the night.
Oh, that was a bad idea.
The Blushing Mermaid. Not my preferred drinking hole, dear readers. In fact...
Did you go for a swim earlier?
Yes? Ask it.
Seek and you shall find me.
At least things have stayed interesting.
That hit the spot.
someone there? Easy.
Best get going.
Just as I was getting bored, our Lord sends us a little diversion.
Rough tempest I will raise.
Ready.
orders.
Red in tooth and claw.
Be quick.
Quite ready for you.
Never a dull moment.
Wherever we go, ye gods, let there be something green.
All right, what now?
Let's jam.
That's curious. Won't budge.
Don't touch me. Seriously, stop.
encouraging.
Let's move.
That does sound encouraging.
I'll feel that one later.
All the coin seems to be there, if a little blood-stained. You lot are enthusiastic about your lord's work.
Our Lady. We serve only the Absolute.
Oh, silly me. We Zentarim are so long past our own godly roots, I'm afraid I forget the half of them. But you, I know. When did you start worshipping gods? Did they give your wee rodent a worm friend, too?
Rodent?
Enough! You will show the Stone Lord proper respect. And you will return to the Guildhall and do as we have paid you to.
Of course. I only thought...
Wait. Flop all you wish, little fish. But Minsc has caught you.
On that note, good luck. The job will be done by the time you get to the Guildhall.
Shahira! Have an evil, much uglier twin sister? It's not like this.
Time to press ahead.
Quickly.
get too close.
Breathe deep. I need to hold on.
No escape. To the shadows.
Onward.
much to bear.
I sit down for a rest and not rise again.
A dull moment.
Fast. I must heal.
For the fallen. You still have time to surrender.
Against the darkness swarming his senses, a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Killed her.
He won't stay down for long. Tell your Elite to protect him from the Elder Brain's influence. Quickly!
No. This one will not aid our cause. Get rid of him. Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. No, I will not be coerced into protecting him. You do not see what I do. His thoughts, his mind, pure chaos.
The Mind Flare pours poison in your ear, I think. Tell it I will tear the prism from your grasp and throw it into the deepest lava pit I can find. Long after our bones are dust and ash, the walls of its prison will still be burning. Now help my friend!
She bluffs. Surely she would not risk the fate of all for one simple life. Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. A still lake pulls you down into its depths. Images flash by, battles fought, and friends fallen. His rage grows colder, burrows deeper, as a familiar face crystallizes before you.
Jaheira, you killed her!
You are being dramatic.
The instant's hesitation is enough. With a sensation of terrible rending, something vast and nameless falls away from his mind.
There. It is done.
Jaheira? I do not understand.
Good. That means you're back to your old ways. We have a lot to discuss. But first, you have someone to thank.
In the sudden silence, your minds merge once more. More memories, sensations, but passing too quickly for you to track. In the same breath, you share everything that happened to you. The Nautiloid, the Absolute, the chosen of the Dead Three.
You saved Minsc. While he danced like a Mind Flayer's meat puppet. Why? Then you have two, and as many more as I can rip from enemy shoulders. But I have more than Minsc alone to offer. He is... Where is he?
Minsc is on his way! Where are you?
My friend, from our brief sharing of skulls, I know you have faced many strange beings, but none like this. Whatever happens, show no fear and stay your hand. Trust in Minsc. Minsc finds that the less thinking he does, the easier the trusting comes. Wait! You gaze into Minsc's soul and see his foul crimes. You smell the stench of evil upon him, pointy claws primed, ready to scratch out his eyes. I am sorry, my friend. I am at the mercy of your faultless justice. Now, if you must burrow through my blackened heart, I am ready. No? You are certain? Oh, such boundless compassion. You are all heart, and whiskers, and cute little nose. You are right, of course. There is still much evil for Boo and Minsc to stamp out. But we need not fight it alone. I have a new face to show you. But it is not a villainous one for the clawing, understand? This is Boo. And Boo, meet you. No, it is a hamster. A miniature giant space hamster. Fear not, you will learn the difference in time. Those villains locked Boo away, lest his righteous gaze cause their tadpole to flee in terror. Now we are together again. All will be exactly as... Boo, why do you use such language? Once more, my hamster proves himself my greater half, and makes the path clear when my mind is fuzzier than his tiny bottom. He says we will join with you, and cleanse Baldur's gate of evil. Together! Boo and I are most adept in the doing of things, but as you wish. To camp then! For his heroics here today, Boo has earned the most vigorous of back scratchings.
A mailed fist in the Firecam armor style. A humble turnip, preserved by drying. A worn but still capable warhammer, sized for a halfling. A wood carving of a pair of wings, like an eagle's, but longer somehow. A cracked wooden mask with female features in the Rashemaar style.
salutations.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Crap.
Someone's
This place
left
is
a
more
trap.
dangerous than I thought.
Careful, I bite.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Still alive, so that's progress. That might be worth a look.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. The Absolute threatens thousands. The entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you. But I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end. Lead the way. We're yours to command.
That might be worth a look.
Flowers are so overrated. They're bright, gaudy, and almost never make good poisons. Each their own, I suppose. Although I am
If we'd
right.
only made the effort. If we'd only pushed through.
I know, love. But think about it too. She fell down the stairs and slipped the chin.
What's horrible about that one?
2 reds.
If we only sleep for a 10-day.
1 red.
She couldn't wait to show off the scars my friends had shown me.
What do you mean? What else is down there?
I don't know. Magic, innit? Beyond that gate is the upper city, housing the great and the good of Baldur's Gate.
for a better class of company, Astarion?
Gods no. Who'd want to spend time with anyone, great or good?
What are you having?
Easy. Any guild member strikes the first blow, it won't be the Zentarim that... No time. The Zentarim have turned the Rotward bastards. So, if you're part of it, take your shot. Anything else can wait till the Zent are buried. Good. Because I've already got more enemies than I do fingers. Come on then.
Don't linger.
I can still move fast when I need to.
mortals be. With haste.
Blade spared. Healing, come. Lest I sit down for a rest and not rise again.
One can't always be a gentleman.
back to work. There's a mess needs cleaning up here. Suppose I should have seen that coming. Zentarim aren't known for their loyalty, but I thought the bastards would keep to their contract at least. I'm too nice for my own good, I suppose. But I was in a pit when you helped pull me out. For that, I'm grateful. You'll have what guild blades I can give when the time to take the Absolute comes. So, just tell me what you need to get us there. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Right. Well, war to be fought. Do you need anything else? You have done plenty. Do any more, and the guild might have to take a special interest in you. Understood? Great. Oh. Did you enjoy the encounter? Zenobia. Always told the girl that mouth would cost her her head. I could wish she'd shown some restraint, but I doubt she'd have returned it. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose.
The cub speaks. Huh. Not so much a term of age or affection as simple old habit. You object? And will be again. But now I shall mutter them under my breath, out of respect. Ask it. I've learned not to unpick the legends so many have woven around our name. Seeing the hope die in a romantic's eyes, it is only funny the first few dozen times. Some call the Harpers heroes. Others, petty meddlers who cannot help but stick their nose into every conflict they stumble across. The truth is in there somewhere. We try to work towards a common balance. If every other faction finds us equally annoying, that is probably a sign that we are succeeding. You might say that. I left their service and swore never to return. Multiple times, if I recall. It is easy to get tired of the intrigue. The high causes shrouded in secrecy. I thought I might find another way to be of use to the world. And for a time I did. But my comrades would use a rather irritating phrase. A harper never leaves the chorus. She simply goes to spread the song. Meaning that whatever cause I turned my hand to, there I would find them. Harpers, stuffed with their own virtue, but always there. Always trying to help. So I returned to the fold. Returned to the city. Eventually they hung a title around my neck. High Harper. And I still do not know how to play one. If I wanted to spare Geraldus the same headaches, well, you now know why I needed him to be sure this is the life he wants. But you're staring. Which means the tadpole has finally eaten your brain. Or have I been talking too much? Either way, time to move, no? You're sure? Later, then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you whether you like it or not.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Let's talk.
All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need something? Come here to me. Was there something else you wanted, my heart? My mind still drifts to that dream I shared with you. For a better future for all those who need it. But that must wait. I remain yours, of course. Ready when you need me.
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. it may shock you both to know, but Minsc and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsc. Never has Boo been more proud of my failures. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, tainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsc all along. So I wonder, if Minsc can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend. It is strange. A worm sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsc see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite. There is good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainous skulls, so that the virtue might leak free. Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer. Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends? Boo never looks to give me fleas. Sometimes you just pick these things up along the path. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through? Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough? Can you not? Do you not see his noble bearing? The deep wells of wisdom that are his eyes? Boo speaks of much. Perhaps one day, you will be ready to listen. Boo has a way with words that we lack. All that space in the cheeks, I am thinking. There is nothing jestful in the bond between a ranger and his companion. Before Boo, I was a typical berserker of Rashemaar. Duty-bound and full of my own seriousness. The problem with one so gazing of their navel, however, They're easily ambushed. Brigands split my skull like a sodden wineskin. It was as I recovered that Boo first appeared. He told me that I had felt the great poking finger of justice, marking Minsc as its champion and Boo as my guide. As for the headache, well, justice cannot always afford to be gentle. Do not be ridiculous. If any of us is chosen by the gods, it is obviously Boo. Now, shall we away? My boots crave the crunch of unvirtuous nethers.
Is something burdening you?
Minsc is so amazing!
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
I don't like getting caught between the Guild and the Zentrum. You always make enemies when you take sides in a struggle like that. And in this case, they're enemies we might not see coming until it's too late.
Another ball spawn buried by our hand. Ball should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashemaar winter. Minsc shall be your shadow, as Boo is his. Jaheira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsc and Boo greet cheek with hand.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsc. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened. I've seen too much to believe destiny has taken our side. Blind luck, perhaps. The point remains. You meant well, Minsc. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsc falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
Wiclaren? Minsc, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsc, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsc does as Minsc does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Is there? Wonderful. Another Minsc in the making.
Ha! Not without a companion, I'm afraid. Boo will ask some of his sewer-dwelling friends.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
Not over yet. New cards
dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.